What is up, guys? Welcome back to our Chicago Bears franchise. Here in episode 40, the big 4-0. It's our off-season part 1 video. Today this video is going to be the free agency side of things, and then the next one will be the NFL draft. I'll break it down into two parts. Basically, what I'm doing, commentating wise, I'm going to do my commentary as I'm recording. So like as I'm talking now, I'm actually just doing the recording now. So it's live right now in terms of recording wise commentating. Basically, so everything I'm about to see, like we're going to click free agents here in a second and see who's all free agents. I have no idea who's a free agent. I haven't even looked yet. So when I click it and you guys see it, I'll see it for the first time. I wanted to do it that way, give it kind of more of a live stream feel. I didn't want to do an actual live stream. Just there's a lot that goes into that in terms of scheduling and gotta, all that. So I figured this way I can edit out stuff that's not really important, which is me fumbling through menus and, stupid stuff I do. And I can cut all that stuff out, and yet you can still see pretty much everything. I want to do it this way basically because last off-season's videos, I edited out a lot of stuff. I made them, they're like 6 or 7 minutes long. And a lot of people were talking about how they didn't get to see some of the stuff they wanted to see, like who was a free agent, why I signed certain people, why I let certain people go. A lot of people wanted to see the draft. And, my apologies for that. I was just trying to get through it. But I understand. It makes more sense when you get to see everything, feel more involved. So we're going to do it that way this time. I don't know. That's just the best way I could think of how to do it. So, yeah, let's get into this here. If you watched the last video, I had the Badger Sports Report, which entailed changing our offensive scheme to more of a pass-friendly offense. We're still going to run the ball a lot with Langford. Don't worry about that. And then on defense, we signed Lance Briggs as our defensive coordinator, therefore switching back to a 4-3 from a 3-4 defense. Basically, I did that, honestly, it was really because I like a 4-3 defense. I play it so much better. I understand the coverage is a lot better than I do with 3-4, and I know how to build a team that way, a defense. So since I'm, technically the GM or whatever, I figured it'd be easier for me to do it that way. So we went with that. We'll see how it goes. We moved McPhee to left end. Keem Hicks went from left end into defensive tackle. So Eddie Goldman's not nose tackle. He's just playing the other inside tackle. And then Jarrell Freeman moved to the outside linebacker as Trevathan was a better rated middle linebacker. And Leonard Floyd, I kept at right outside linebacker. Not going to lie, though, I'm a little nervous about that. But, I looked at his coverage skills, and they're not bad. They're a lot better than McPhee's were. They're not much They're not much worse than Jarrell Freeman's. And Freeman has decent, coverage, his man coverage and zone coverage stats. So Floyd's are decent. I think we can still get those better. It's just I really didn't have any place for him to play, and I didn't want to trade anyone. Hicks would be the one I would have traded anyway, and then I would just, have moved McPhee or Floyd up, and then McPhee inside. I don't know what I would have done. Anyway, we're keeping Floyd. That's the thing, and we'll give him a chance at outside linebacker. See how he does. So that's the recap on that. So yeah, let's get into this offseason, first stage here. Free agency. Here we go. Moment of truth. Who's a free agent? See if we got any big names. Last season we had nobody good. Drew Brees, okay. That makes things very interesting, as I have not really gone into it too much with you guys what I want to do with Cutler. My plan is I do want a new quarterback. I don't want Jay Cutler as our quarterback. I didn't want him last year, but there was literally where we picked, all the good ones were gone, and then by the time we got around again, pretty much any good quarterback worth having was pretty much already gone by the time we got to the second round pick. So it was better to just stick with Cutler. Because like I said, I want to do it realistically. I don't want to make our team worse in that regard, especially at quarterback. If there was a way I could have upgraded, I would have. There wasn't last year. So this year my plan is to try to do it through the draft was my plan. I was going to keep Cutler, though, obviously, because I'm not going to cut him just in case we don't. But now that I see Drew Brees here, I don't know. I mean, but I don't really want to invest all that money. 21 mil over a year. I don't know. I'd have to think about it for a minute while I look at these other positions that we need. The only position we absolutely have to fill is kicker. I cut Jared Houston. He just was not very good. And I also didn't want to pay him what he wanted. He wanted like $3 million. I didn't want to pay him that. So I'm trying to fill up cap room. We don't have a whole lot of cap room anyway. So actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we probably can't afford Brees anyway. Yeah, we're not going to do that. It was fun to think about signing Brees, but we're not going to do that because I don't want to waste that much money on someone who's probably going to retire after 1 year. So, yeah, let's just go through here real quick. Quarterback, Drew Brees. Fitzpatrick's the second best at 78. And like I said, Cutler's a 78. Same, yeah, we're not going to sign. So, yeah, if we're getting a quarterback, we're probably going through the draft. A.J. McCarron, though, I mean, that's not bad as a backup to possibly groom into a starter. Deep accuracy's not very great, but yeah, I don't know. We'll check that out after we go through and offer everyone else. See how much cap space we have left. Because I'm assuming he's still going to be there after the first week of signings. Okay, so the next thing we need to look at definitely is tight end. Antonio Gates is in free agency. Jay's two old guys. Virgil Green. We got Zach Miller, but he's getting older. Pretty injury prone. We just re-signed Kari Lee. He's not terrible, but he's not really the tight end of the future either. So, and just kind of looking, I don't really see anyone too impressive to where I would really want to put any money into them. I'd rather just kind of keep Zach Miller, to be honest. Yeah, we're probably not going to go anyone. I'm sorry, I said left tackle. I meant tight end. Moving on to left tackle, that was another one we had started as we want to upgrade. We got Taron Jones. He gave up a bunch of sacks last year. But there ain't really many better options here. He's kind of young. He's 26. Penn's older. He could be like a 1 year thing, but that's still $5 million off a cap that we don't really want to spend if we don't have to. This guy, yeah, there's no one good. Well, this guy's 25 years old. Malcolm Hagg, 25 years old, quick development. 85 run block, 80 pass block, impact. That's actually not a bad deal. And he's practice squad eligible, but obviously we'd probably just start him and try to, because we can cut Taron Jones and actually save some money. But I didn't do it because we don't have a backup left tackle. Because Leno is not it. I don't know. We might have to give him money, though, because other people already want him. We'll come back to that. Here we go. Left guard now. That's another position that we could use an upgrade, as Quentin Spann was just terrible. But once again, the problem here is there really isn't anybody. I mean, well, this guy, though, Thomas Vickers, I mean, he's got the same rating as already. 4 years younger. Impact blocking's pretty decent. Pass blocking's not bad for a left side offensive lineman. He's got a good run block, I mean. And there's no bids on him. we'll offer him that and see. You know, there's no bids on him, so I don't know if anyone's going to actually... We'll go for it. We'll see what happens. We'll check center now. Patrick Lewis, he's not bad, but he gave up a lot of sacks. But it doesn't really look like there's anyone... You know, centers... And we have Jack Spear, I think is his name. He's not very great. He's probably not going to be good either, but... I don't know. Center's a position I really do like to fill in the draft just because it seems, I don't know. I like to build my offensive line inside out just to kind of, you know, fill the middle first because I want to protect the quarterback, especially if we're going to bring in a rookie, if we're going to draft somebody or something like that. Because Cutler, he gets his ass handed to him every game, it seems like. He was sacked a lot of times this year. I think even more than last year, and we supposedly did work to try to improve our offensive line from 2 years ago to last year, but like I said, there wasn't much for free agents. It's a little better this year, but it ain't much better. Right guard, we're fine. We're going to keep Kyle Long. We're fine with that. So right tackle's the other one. Frank Jeffers, though, this is kind of more of a depth thing. I think maybe if I pick up anyone, it'd be a backup. I like Frank Jeffers. We just drafted him. He was a rookie. He didn't really play because we had someone else there, but I let him go. So now Jeffers would be the starter. He's 23, 75 overall, so not terrible. And basically what it was is I was just going to bring someone in if I found like a steal, basically, is what it was. And, oh yeah, we had Bobby Massey was who we had, and we let him go. And I don't see anyone under him that's like, who's this guy? Luke Purvis. Now, if we upgrade here, I think I would probably go with this dude. Yeah, this dude. He's only a year older. A little better. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to put the money into it because, like I said, we have Jeffers. He's only he's one rating lower, which ratings aren't too much to me. Overall ratings don't mean a whole lot to me. It's more so their individual position stats. You know, like, obviously, run block, pass block, impact block. He's only he's actually a year younger than this Claret guy. So, yeah, we'll just keep Jeffers. Maybe get somebody in the draft to compete with Jeffers, but we'll keep Jeffers. And then defensively, really the only thing I want to upgrade is cornerback. I love my front. I love pretty much my whole defense right now. Our front four is good, especially now that we got McPhee up there. Linebacking core is solid all the way through. And we got two very young, good safeties in Amos and Holloway. And our cornerbacks are young and, you know, they got experience for being, you know, very young. I mean, they got beat up on pretty bad because they were pretty much all rookies last year, especially after Fuller went down for the year. So I would love to upgrade at corner, but at the same time, I'm not going older I'm not going Joseph because he's 34. You know, and Shepard earned, you know, he got burned a little bit, but he played better as the season went on. He really stepped up when Fuller got hurt. And he's only 23. So, I mean, maybe I just bring someone in for depth. Quez Denard, that man, he picked us off 2 games in that Bengal game last year where we got blown out 42-3. He intercepted us twice in that game. But I ain't paying him either. Cribbs. His zone coverage is really good, but it's not very fast for a corner. Marcus Joyner, I like him. He's a good player, but this Cribbs guy, though. Rashard Cribbs. That zone, though. That zone is really good. Anything. Joseph for one. No, we're not doing that. See if there's anyone younger. Bradley Burr. I don't know. If I get anyone, I'm probably gonna want to go this Cribbs guy. Shard Cribbs. 86 speed. It's all right. I mean, it's not the best, but it's all right. 78 man coverage, that could, improve. 80. His zone coverage is already there though. His play recognition is pretty good for coming off a rookie year. I don't know, man. Maybe we should give him a shot. Is there a lot of people going for him? No one's going for him. Let's try it. We'll try it, see if we can get him. If anything, it's going to give us more depth. Like I said, but there's not a whole lot of free agents this year again that we want. Look at kicker here. Could bring in a better kicker too. I mean, we got the money now. We don't plan on doing a whole lot. Kind of see what kick power, 94.87, 90.87, 92.84. He wants more than Hauschka. He's only 2 years younger. 91.83. 96. Damn, look at that kick power. Connor Barth's terrible. Frank's 91.85. He's only 25 years old. Maybe he's got no offers. Who's this guy? Hunter Hearns. 88.85. Honestly, last year after the draft, there was two kickers I was looking at. It was Jared Houston and this guy, I believe. And I think I picked Houston instead of him. You know what? We're going to go with Frank's. Well, hey, here's Jared Houston. This is the guy we didn't bring back. His kick power is 88.85. He actually got better, but I didn't want to pay him. It's the same. What does he want? He wants 7 point... What? He wants 10 mil over 4 years. Whereas Franks wants 12.4 over 4. Hearns wants 10 over the same. 24. This guy's a year younger and he's so much better. Or a year older and he's so much better. We're going with Franks. See if we can get him. And then, while we got a little bit of money, we'll see about McCarron. Maybe as a backup. Well, Gino. His slow development there. RG3's now got slow development. So really, of the three there to 74, McCarron is the one to go with because he's normal development. I mean, it's nothing great. Could bring back Cody Kessler again. But Hackenberg, he started the last game for us. If you remember, he didn't do bad. 254 and a touchdown, but now has slow development. Ah, man, I want to sign McCarron, but if I don't get a good quarterback in the draft, then it's kind of... So if I do draft somebody, and he's about that, he's going to be the backup over McCarron, and I just spent $4 million on a damn third stringer, and I really don't want to do that. We'll hold off for now. Let me think about it here for a minute as we'll advance to week 2, see if we get anybody. Okay, so advanced 2 week 2. So we got the left guard Vickers. So that's good. That's going to help. We got Franks, so we got our kicker. So we don't got to worry about that for what I'd give him, 4-year deal. And we got that Cribs guy with good zone coverage, so we're good there. So, okay, so all of our absolute needs, meaning where we don't have a starter from either last year or someone to take the guy's place, we got that figured out. Kicker was the only position we had nobody there. The places I have written down that I'd like to improve upon, whether either free agency or the draft, are quarterback, tight end, left tackle, center, and right tackle. And we already saw in the first round of free agency, not a whole lot going on there. We'll look through again here, though, but like I said, quarterback, same thing. McCarron's still there. So maybe we go that route. We got 11.3 in cap room, so we don't want to give up a whole lot. But no one that's going to take the place of Cutler in terms of his ratings right away. So on to tight end, though. Antonio Gates. He's a lot higher in, rating-wise than Miller, but for a 37-year-old, that's kind of a lot of money to be shelling out. And same with Witten at 36. When we have Miller for 3 years, Amaro's the closest thing at 26. But, he is a receiver. Look at his catching, 85. Slow development, though. That's not good. I don't like that. Deion Sims, though, he's not a bad player. His catching isn't the greatest, though. Is it better than Amaro's? No, Amaro's is way better. McDonald's 28. You got Troy Nicholas. Blocking tight end. Starting to see a trend here. A lot of these tight ends are slow development. Corey Spate, I believe is how you say his name. 23 years old, 76 overall. Is good blocking tight end. Catching, not the greatest, 74. He's 23 years old, though. That's a big... Tavares Lions. Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone down here. Anton Patton. This Corey Spate guy, though. He doesn't look too bad. 23 years old. Obviously his catching needs a lot of improvement, but all right, I'm gonna go look and see. I want to look at Miller's ratings real quick. I don't think I can do that in the in that screen. I don't think I can look at his ratings. Let me just go look here. I might edit this out, so you might not even hear me talking here. Let me look at his ratings here, what he has for catching. His catching's way better. His awareness is better. His blocking's not nearly as good. And we are going to more of a pass happy. So he's probably going to be blocking more than he is going out on routes. Well, we do want to get younger at that position, though. Alright, let's go look at this guy one last time. 76 overall, 23 years old. He was a rookie last year. He wants a 4-year deal. It's not a whole lot of money for 1 year. About $3 million. His catching is not that great. Yeah, we did just sign Kari Lee. Well, we can bring him in and see. We'll just bring him in. We can always cut him, I guess. Does he have offers? No, he doesn't have any offers. So we can get rid of that signing bonus. To where we're only eating, try to get rid of that signing bonus. I'll give him $1 million signing. So I'll eat, see if he wants that deal. We'll see what happens. Worst case, it's good depth. But we did just re-sign Lee, and his money's on the books, so we kind of got to keep him. But, left tackle now. Back to that again. Taron Jones, we can cut him. It's just a matter of if we actually want to. We would, we'd save some money, I think. But if we're giving it right back to this guy, that would be all our cap room. So maybe we don't do that. Yeah, we don't do that. Center, I already said I don't like anyone here. I'd rather just keep Lewis if I can't go through the draft. Right tackle. Yeah, we'll just keep Jeffers there also. So yeah, now we'll look kind of for depth here for some of my backup spots I want to fill. We do need a backup right guard, so we'll see maybe we can get like a young guy in free agency who maybe doesn't have the best overall. Like, who's this guy? Drew Pennington. Offer him 1.5. Left end, right end. Well, they want that guy. Is he good? Not really. Jatavius Drone. It's a cool name. That's about it. Yeah. See if we can get a good depth player. Demontre Moore. Give him $2 million. See if he wants to sign with us. And DT was the other one. So that's more of kind of like a, we can just fill that in. Let's look at Rolled though. See if there's anyone that kind of 4-3 that can, yeah, no, we'll keep Flood. Freeman, yeah, there's no one really. I was looking maybe to try to upgrade at the backup position, but Sheldon Lloyd, cover 2. Someone we could use potentially, but we'll just keep Marcortis. But backup role we could use maybe a little bit of help here. Malden, the 4th. Zadarius Smith. No, I think we're actually pretty good here. Yeah, I don't see anyone really. So yeah, that'll be that. We're going to do scouting too in this video. Kind of scout the positions that we didn't fill in free agency. and see. There was a video early in the year I kind of showed you these quarterbacks. Ooh, Aaron Rose is a first-round talent again. Early first-round talent. That could change some things here, guys. Now, there are 4 quarterbacks in the first round. These guys were not all in the first round last time I scouted. So, yeah, I think we're definitely going to be going for one of these guys. Blake Neal did not go to the combine. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Those guys are all undraftable. So, yeah, if we want a quarterback this draft, it's got to pretty much going to have to do it in the first round. Hoping one of these guys falls to us. Hopefully maybe like this guy. Shane Cheek, Sheldon Solomon, Aaron Rose. Aaron Rose is the one I wanted. They had him as a second rounder. I don't know. We'll see what happens here when we get to the draft. But, yeah, we already scouted them out. Maybe we scout out some tight ends here. We already scouted them as well. Did we not scout out left tackle? Scouted left tackle, center, right tackle. Yes, we did. Well, so we scouted everything that we needed. So we'll go pretty much, let's just do some skill positions here. Scout out some of these guys. Keyshawn Stinson. These guys. I can edit all this out. We have all these second round picks. Alright guys, so we got that tight end Cameron Spate, or Corey Spate. We got the right guard Pennington to back up Kyle Long, and right end Moore to back up Bullard. So we're pretty much done with free agency because one, we spent all of our money that we want to send, and two, there's no one left that we need that we would spend money on. So basically now it's just scouting here. All right, guys. So we're done with free agency. Looking at some of these guys that didn't get signed, Donald Penn. Kind of wish I would have took a run at him, lowball offered him or something. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We could always sign him in the preseason. Anyway, guys, recapping everything that we did. We didn't really sign anyone big. Honestly, our biggest signee was kicker Andrew Franks. And that just sums up our free agency right there. Most impactful signing is our kicker. But we do have a good kicker for 4 years, 25 years old. Clutch type kicker. He's only going to get better. I had him on one of my personal franchises that I did. And he got really good. I put up like his accuracy, and he is a very accurate kicker. So I'm looking forward to that. I think we'll have some fun with him. I think he'll help us a lot. That hurt us a lot this year, Justin Houston. I didn't show a whole ton of those missed kicks in the highlight videos, but he missed a lot of big. He actually cost us a couple games, I think, with the missed kicks. So hopefully Franks can correct that. But yeah, it sucks though. There wasn't a whole lot of free agents for us to sign. We didn't have much cap space anyway because we had to re-sign Keem Hicks and Alshon Jeffrey and all that last year. And then he went and got hurt and missed all season, so that was depressing. But yeah, we had to sign some guys, so we didn't have a whole ton of money. But what we did, there wasn't anyone really worth getting anyway. So I apologize for that, but it seems, again, like my personal franchises I do, just for fun and stuff in my spare time. Seems like it takes 3 or 4 off seasons to really get a lot of the big free agents in here. So hopefully next year it'll be a little more interesting for us. Anyway, yeah, run through who we got here. Andrew Franks, Rashard Cribbs. I like him. He's a good signing. I think he'll be a good depth signing. He could even earn a starting job. Who knows? We'll see that in preseason, obviously. Corey Spate, bringing him in to compete for the starting tight end job. He already has a better rating than Miller, so we'll see what happens with that. Vickers, we brought in the left guard. He probably going to start over Span because he's younger, and, well, we paid him, so he's going to play. Pennington, we brought in to back up Kyle Long, and then Devontre Moore, we brought in to back up Jonathan Bullard. He'll be a good depth signing, I think. So that's all we did. We only had 3, 4, 5, 6 guys, and only potentially 1 to 3 guys are actually going to, well, 4 are probably going to see the field frequently, not counting the kicker. Yeah. So let's look at league signings. Drew Brees goes to the Cleveland Browns. We looked at him, but we really didn't have the money to sign him. The other one I was looking at was A.J. McCarron, to bring him in as a backup, and we may do that in free agency in the preseason. Like I said, I wanted to wait and see how what happened in the draft, how that played out, if we got a quarterback in that or not. So Drew Brees, Antonio Gates ended up signing with the 49ers. Star Latulippe to the Titans, Jonathan Joseph to the Ravens. We looked at him, but we didn't want to spend all that money when we had good young corners that just need to be developed. Whitehead to the Chiefs, Jay Howard to the Redskins, Jeremy Hill goes to the Eagles, Golston to the Bengals, Super Bowl champion Cincinnati Bengals, Trey Mason, I think that's a good signing for the Ravens. Kennard to the Bills, Devontae Adams leaving our rival Green Bay Packers to the Eagles, so that's good. He hurt us a little bit. He was always open, it seemed like, the last 2 years. Takeda Whitlock, fullback to the Steelers, Bodine to the Eagles. Williams, Ward, Darquez Denard. Ooh, guys, he's the guy that picked us twice in the Bengal blowout. Now he's going to the rival Detroit Lions. We're going to have to deal with him twice a year now instead of once every 4 years. Anthony Hitchens also signs with the Lions. I'm a huge Iowa Hawkeye fan in real life. He was a good linebacker for us back in the day. So, sucks he's going to be our opponent twice a year. Punter Butler to the, we don't care about the punter. Pierre Louis to the Saints. Ronnie Hillman to the Patriots. Jackson to the Eagles. Vance McDonald signed with the Cardinals. We looked at him a little bit. Taylor Gabriel to the Ravens. I thought would be a good weapon for them. Marcus Joyner to the Bengals, assuming he's Denard's replacement. Pamphile, we looked at him, but we decided to just keep who we had. Jalen Strong to the Bengals. Bengals reloading, going for 2 Super Bowls in a row, maybe. Clarett was a right tackle we looked at also. He went to the Jets. Andre Howell, former safety of the Texans. Now with the Steelers, I'll help them. Maybe we won't be able to blow them out this time. Bobby Massey, our guy that we let go in order to let Jeffers start, signed with the Seahawks. Deion Bailey, we cut him towards the end of the year. He signed with the Texans. Don't see the Packers and Vikings making any moves, so that's good in terms of RG3 to the Saints. But yeah, that's good in terms of bringing in free agents. Geno goes to the Saints. A.J. McCarron, guy we were thinking about signing, ended up signing with Patriots. So that kind of sucked, but, we'll see what happens in the draft. We'll get some people, maybe. Who knows? Some people that never signed. I don't know, you can't really sign them now, but Jason Witten, Nelson, Dumerville, Penn. I do regret that one. I really wish I would have gave him a lowball deal at least. Hauschka, looked at him. We ended up going with Franks. I still think we got the better deal there. Same with Suckup. Corey Graham. Deion Sims was one we looked at too. Wilma Spate because he was younger. Didn't want as much money. Same with Amaro. Although Amaro, that would be someone maybe we would look at if he's available in preseason. Most definitely. I think we might have to do that. Ninkovich is someone we could also bring in, but doesn't really fit our scheme now that we changed schemes. Cameron Brate's another one. Thought about bringing in. So yeah, a lot of other stuff. Jason McCourty. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to do it for. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up free agency here. This part 1 of our off season. As it is draft time, as you can see, the welcome to prime time up in the corner there. Do me a favor guys, if you like this video, please leave a like. It'll help me out a lot. Let me know in the comments, guys, what your favorite part of free agency was. Who was your favorite signing? Who was your least favorite signing that we got? Who did you maybe want us to sign that we didn't sign? Do you think we should have got Breeze? Do you think we should have went with Penn? Let me know all that stuff down in the comments. If this video is up, that means that the draft part is done as well. And I'm probably loading it as I plan on releasing these both the same day. Kind of a two-part thing. That way we can get into the offensive and defensive previews and the preseason, all that stuff, and get going right on Season 3 into 2018, as I think it's going to be a huge year for our Bears as we look to get back on track. Anyway, guys, yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.